Thanks for staying with us. Join us on the show right now is a Divisional Managing Director of Growth and Development Limited, HouseMoni, Mr. Yemi Adekoya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Tell us about Growth and Development Limited, your company.
All right. GDL is a non-bank financial institution committed to growing and expanding the middle class. One of the key things that make you a middle class is the kind of assets that you own, because good assets will typically store value and perpetuate value. So it's not just about getting money, it's about getting assets that will actually store. I mean, in a high inflation environment like Nigeria, everybody should be concerned about what assets can I use my money to get that will actually keep my value, that inflation will not hit. Yeah.
So I know you have a product, HouseMoni.
Yes,
what does that mean?
HouseMoni is that product that empowers you to move from tenant to landlord in record time when you pay a fixed amount of money monthly. Okay. So what we are saying with HouseMoni, if you can commit, you earn a salary, you do a business, you make money. If you can commit to dropping an amount of money on a monthly basis, what we'll do as GDL, we will multiply after a certain number of months that amount of money that you have saved over time. That's what we do with HouseMoni. So it basically empowers you. So what we're saying is democratize home ownership. One of the challenges we see is that you see all these fancy, Talkway is a realtor. I mean, you see all these bills, you say drop 30%, at first and pay the balance over 3 years. Now the challenge is that for a lot of people, that 30% they don't have. Now that 1 to 3 years extra, they don't have. So what we are saying is start from where you are. You earn a salary, you earn a good enough salary. GDL HouseMoni is saying drop something on a monthly basis consistently, and we will give you up to 3 times what you have saved over time. And you will pay back at 9.9% interest rates.
Let me be sure I understand.
Yeah.
I earn 400,000 naira a month, and I'm able to give you 100,000 naira a month.
Yes.
Continuously.
Yes.
For how long will I have to pay this amount of money?
The first variant is called HouseMoni Classic. So what you do, you drop 100,000 for 3.5 years. That is 42 months. So if you do the math, so for example, you're able to drop 10 million naira in 42 months. What GDL HouseMoni will do, we will give you 30 million to add to your 10 million at the end of 3.5 years. And we'll take that money, we will pay a house seller, somebody who's selling a house.
Okay, I'll pay Talkway.
You understand? And then over 11.5 years, you get to pay back at 9.9%.
Wow. Okay, so the percent sounds good. I've seen the advert. I didn't understand it. So I'm happy that you're here to give us more information about how HouseMoni can help people to own their own house. You mentioned one variant already. I'd like you to explain other variants of how people can plug into HouseMoni. All
right, so the first variant, like I said, is HouseMoni Classic. Then we also have HouseMoni Community. So for Classic, we're basically dealing with people who have steady jobs. They work in reputable organizations like TVC, and they earn a salary constantly. They have a retirement savings account. So we're dealing with people like that. Then we have Community. So right now, there are cooperatives. People come together in bands and in groups. So we are saying 10 to 25 of you can come together. And you can come together, and what GDL will do is that over 5 years, we will buy a land, we will build an estate or community for members of that cooperative. Okay. So what happens is that you save for 2 years. That's what we call our pre-eligibility period. Okay. So you qualify. So you're able to build the numbers of people in your estate if for example, you don't start at 10 straight away. And over 2 years, you build that number, and then at the end of 2 years, GDL will say, okay, based on everybody's capacity, this is the land we've identified. Working together with members of the community, we'll go ahead and buy the land, we'll document, do all the processing, and then we'll start constructing. And then in 3 years, we expect that we would have bought, we would have documented and everything, and then we'll build an estate. So somebody in the community can only afford to drop money that will give him a 2-bedroom, that's what he gets. Somebody can do a 3-bedroom, that's what they get. So everybody is coming with their different capacities.
You don't need to be on a standard salary.
No. You come at a different capacity. So the bottom line is, for HouseMoni, is how much do you earn? How much can you conveniently put down or save or contribute on a monthly basis? Now, if for it, and so you can do 200,000, our minimum is 60,000. But you also have to bear in mind, okay, what am I going to get for 50,000? Because what we're doing is we're multiplying up to 3 times what you have been able to put together in 42 months or whatever period that we agree.
Okay, so is HouseMoni available across the country or in certain areas?
So HouseMoni is a pan-Nigerian product, so we're available all over Nigeria. GDL as a company, we have operational offices in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Abuja, and in Port Harcourt, covering all the regions of Nigeria. So it's available, and we have an app. So anybody, wherever you are in Nigeria, you can download the app, and then
when people hear people like you talk, they always worry about where did they come from. They just woke up in the morning and just started the company and just I'll give them my money and then they'll tell me tomorrow they've collapsed. So tell us a bit about your track record. Where have you done this? Who are your clients? How many clients do you have? Because people are always scared of giving money to people they don't even know.
Okay, so as a business, GDL has been in operation for 10 years. All right, we're a regulated business. So I'm not just here. We're not just a bunch of guys.
If I give you money now, you won't go to Canada.
No. We're not just a bunch of guys who just had an idea and no. This product has taken us 6 years to do. We're regulated via various companies by the Central Bank of Nigeria, by the Securities and Exchange Commission, by the Nigerian Exchange Group. Now, this product is being sponsored by GDL Finance and Leasing, which is a fully regulated company. CBN checks our books, they audit us. I mean, we're inspected on regular basis. So you can be assured, and we have a great board. I mean, there are people that are with experience covering banking, different sectors of the economy. So you can be assured that if you do business with us, we are not just, look, there are different ways to make money. When a company tells you that they're going to finance you at 9.9%, that is an audacious thing. HouseMoni is the cheapest private sector intervention in housing in Nigeria today. You can quote me. You have government programs that also do single digits, but in terms of this, we created this to help people. It's not just a question of there are easier ways to make money than to keep people's money and give them 3 times what. And we are saying, trust us for 3.5 years, keep your money with us, and then we will give you up to 3 times. And we're even doing something right now that some people say, 3.5 years is a bit too long for me. And we're saying, okay, fine, we can take your money and whatever you have been able to accumulate over 2 years instead of 3.5 years, we will still give you 3 times. But the bottom line is, how much will I have accumulated in this time?
What are issues of inflation? Because what I bought 60 million 2 years ago, I can't buy it with 60 million. So in 3 years' time, that 60 million I think I'm going to get, if I've saved 10 million, that 60 million, I won't be able to get the land. Maybe I was eyeing one land in Magodo now. In 3 years' time, I can't afford that land anymore.
So that is germane. That's an important question. So the thing is, we're not a real estate company. We're not saying go and get a house today and we're going to finance, which is what the typical real estate. We're saying you are where you are. You don't have many options. You understand? You are looking at it and you are thinking, when am I going to move into a house of my own? You are hearing all these adverts. You cannot afford it. What GDL is saying is start on a structured and affordable path to own home ownership.
So when we get to the end of the 3 years, whatever we can get for you,
yes,
based on what you have contributed, is what we get for you.
So I'd like you to tell us we've already hinted at who your customer is and how it benefits them, but just to break it down so that they can see themselves in what you're saying.
You're a salary earner, you're a civil servant, you work for a private organization, you run a business in whatever sector of the economy, you can show us consistent track record that I earn a salary. For HouseMoni Classic, I operate a retirement savings account. My pensions, I have this, I have that. So those are our customers. Anybody that earns a salary and is committed and he wants to acquire these things, is tired of being a tenant. And let me tell you something about this program. So it's a rent-to-own home ownership scheme such that when we finance you, whatever we finance you, whatever you are paying back to us remains the same for the period of repayment. We're not going to come and tell you
inflation.
MPR has gone up. If you borrow money today, the banks will charge you 30, 40%. GDL is saying we'll maintain it at 9.9% throughout. And we have about 12,000 customers as a group, as a financial services group. And this is basically to empower the middle class to own.
Right. How can they reach people listening to you right now? They wonder, how can they reach you?
Okay, we have a hotline on 07000 500 600. So you can call that number during working hours, and somebody will be there to guide you. You are worried about several things. This is what I earn. How much can I conveniently? What will I get if I drop this amount of money? Somebody will be there to guide you. We also have an app. So if you want to get started today, and I encourage the viewers to get started. If you want to get started, download the GDL Space Plus app, and once you download it, you begin the process of moving from tenant to landlord, with a structured and a plan that you can see. So it's not just a question of saving. People are saving. No, I'm saving towards something. That's why the name of HouseMoni. HouseMoni is your money plus our money, HouseMoni.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we continue with the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.